to your stomach. 30 pages of rhymes in this motherfucker.
Yo, son, get on my face, son. Get on my face, son.
I got called for what, the Vlad Butcher battle, all for my reputation, just from Fight Klub. Went in there, battled everybody, I beat everybody that night. And then some dude just had the footage on his phone of J Focus and me, which was like the third battle that night. It wasn't, there was like 10 battles that I had that night. So only one of them got leaked out. And you know, the right people saw it.
Hey yo, this nigga's bitch switch dicks on a daily basis. He knows she is smart, but the nigga scared to face it. Soft ass, you all hype. Your brother fucked her and made him tape it last night. That's right. Nonetheless, I still put her up against the wall. I turned her over, then I hit her with the Dougie Fresh. And when Vlad put her foot, he said, oh Lord, him and him used to run Trizzy back in 04. Look at his face, it's screwed. What you mad for? You ain't getting him to cock back and blast off. I know your past, though. You can't temper tantrums. Plus, your hands never handle the hand time.
I think it was 2008. I'm on YouTube. Grindtime was thinking about launching a New York division, and I was really just looking for talent heavy. And I mean, I really had no connections. I was trying to find out who was the top guys in Fight Klub, and I'm just on YouTube one day, and I don't know, DJ Vlad, he was doing some battles called Butcher Battles, but from years back, and I just searched to see if he did one in New York. Something pops up, I see Cortez versus J Focus. I'm familiar with J Focus, so I just started watching the battle. And I seen J Focus, he was hot, you know, he's someone I had my eye on for grind time, but I seen the kid Cortez go, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, where did this dude come from? I didn't know his resume. I didn't know if he had a background. I just, from my knowledge, he just showed up at Fat Beats and just started killing it. And that's when I knew, like, hey, I need this guy for grind time. Like, he's gonna be something serious, because he was ready out the gate.
I was working at the time. I was working at the airport at the time. Everybody knew I rapped. Everybody knew I rapped. You know what I mean? I had deals on the table. I had certain things, but nothing was just moving. You know what I mean? Nothing was moving. I was winning showcases. I was traveling, but nothing was progressing. It was just like the same cycle. You know, I started working. And, you know, I was always still working on my craft, but, you know, I started to think of a plan B. I was like, yo, this shit might not work out, you know? And MySpace was popping. I started putting my little battles up, my little songs out, and, you know, Drect contacted me. And then we exchanged numbers, and he called me, and he told me, yo, I got this battle league I'm starting. It's going to be huge. I really want you to come down. And I swear to God, D, I felt like banging the phone on you right there. I was like, yo, man, I've been hearing this shit, you know what I mean, forever. Yeah, whatever, man. And then something just told me, you know what, see what it is. You ain't got nothing to lose, you know what I mean? I said, all right, you give me a day. I think you told me September 1st or some shit, 2nd or something like that. August 31st or some shit. I said, you know what, all right, fuck it. I'll go. I had all these rhymes already. Like, I did not write for Complex. I didn't write one line for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already had those bars in my head. And I was just like, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna go to this shit. We go to the event. Rilla came with me. That's the first time I met Hollow the Dawn. The first time I met Iron Solomon. You know, and nobody really knew each other. You know what I mean? Everybody was just looking to see who was nice. And me and Complex, we had a great battle. You know, I won in overtime. You know, it was crazy, and then that just kind of just like relit the fuel. Like, it made me get motivated again. You know, and around that time, the Lionz Den DVD had came out. And I remember telling my boy Reezy, I was like, yo, son, give me a year. With this grind time shit, give me a year. I'm gonna battle all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I kept my promise.
She was all up on the kid. She told me she was pregnant, so I asked her who the father is. She said it might be you, but hung up click, you don't call the kid. So she spazzed out and tried to get me on some Maury shit. Paternity test, to find out who the father is. The results? You ain't the father, 10 episodes, we still don't know who the father is. But your mom's is sick, I swear she be on some shit. Come to find out, I ain't Solomon fathered it.
Grind time, we really were grassroots at the beginning. Like, we was in a room maybe a little bit bigger than this. And it was like 20 people in this little ass room. You know what I mean? Now you talking thousands of people in the stands. It's way, it was way different. Even Fight Klub, because there was a lot of celebrities in Fight Klub. You could tell this was real grassroots and people that were about that culture. You understand? Iron Solomon was there. He was huge already at the time. But what was he doing there? Like, you know what I mean? He was judging battles. So even he believed into the culture. He knew it could get somewhere. So, you know, even people that were established were taking steps back to try to push the movement forward, you know? And from that day on, Iron Solomon just, he took a liking to me, you know what I mean? He always gives me a call here and there, we chat, you know, and you're a good dude, you know? And that really opened up a lot of relationships for my career, for me to get to the next level.
You're nothing but a weak threat. We're both bad boys, but I'm Biggie, you're G-Dep. I'm getting you in death. Winning with these threats to get rid of you geeks. Yes, it's a pity you see death. Now I got a spaz. Watch why I destroy the boy. I went to school with him. He rocked yarmulkes and corduroys. Big bag full of books, front row, we love class. Got beat after school cause bullies took his bus pass.
The SoCon battle. SoCon battle might have been like the biggest East Coast battle at the time for grind time East Coast. Like you had Hollow and Swain, and then the other like marquee matchup that there was a couple months later on down the line was me and SoCon. You know, Hollow and Swain already had kind of big profiles when they came into grind time, but me and SoCon, we built our profiles in grind time. And I think it was one of the first times you really seen the street smack type of battler battle the more the WRC, you know what I mean? Like the two worlds were starting to clash, and I think that was one of the first battles where it really clashed. You know, I didn't want to battle SoCon, to be honest with you. I was supposed to battle out of Zay, and it just never materialized. And PH just kept telling me, "You need to battle SoCon. You need to battle SoCon." And I said, you know what? Two weeks before the battle, I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm a battle. You know what I mean? And I knew SoCon was dope. I just, you know, it wasn't, you know what I mean? I was still growing myself as a battler, so I was looking at it like, he raps different, it's not gonna look right, you know what I mean? Mind you, that was one of the most entertaining battles people love, you know what I mean? He had great jokes, he had great content. I think that's the first dude that really had some great content and knew how to write about me, you know what I mean? In grind time, and especially on camera. You know, that definitely, he got crazy in that battle. You know, we went to overtime. I had a little bit of a game plan. That battle, I made no gun references, not one. And the reason why I did that was because I was like, okay, he's gonna use it. I knew SoCon was gonna use that. So the fact that he kept saying it, it was like, okay, he's keeping up with me. First two rounds, and then the third round, I let it be known I haven't mentioned the gun once in this whole battle. I'm just out rapping you. You know what I mean? And it kind of swayed the judges to be like, oh shit, didn't realize that. Go to overtime. Overtime, SoCon kind of stumbled a little bit, and I easily just, you know what I mean, sealed the deal. But that was the first time a nigga had me sweating on camera.
Cortez battling SoCon and Marsh, I think it meant a lot for the culture, because I think a lot of people try to downplay a lot of the white MCs in grind time, especially if you come from that, you know, street or hood background. The cats don't want it with those dudes because they say, oh, they're funny, their styles don't match. Cortez always embraced that, you know, as a challenge, as an MC. Like, I know I'm really dope if I can battle these street cats over here, and then I can go over here and beat somebody who's proficient with the jokes. And, you know, I always thought that was dope. It's an admirable quality, because I think some people were literally just scared to cross over, and Cortez embraced it, and he he hopped back and forth all the time.
Yeah, I did my homework. I know what he's about to speak. Wait, my crystal ball's focused. I know what he's about to say. I look like Nacho Libre, cook tacos each day, roll with vatos that ski yay, and I'm a vato, that means gay. But those multi-syllabics, they're getting but so old. Look, I'll reverse roles and hit you with your own flow. We all thought Dave Duchovny was Blazing Scully, then the X-Files made a grave discovery that you paid aliens money to leave your anal blood. He had an aching tummy, and his reply after they say, taste it, yummy.